types of pollination. Next topic. Okay, ma. Next topic. That is agents of pollination. Plants needs to have some agents for pollination. For successful pollination, pollen grains transfer, plants require some agents. Those agents could be abiotic agents. Abiotic agents. Abiotic agents and biotic. Abiotic agents and biotic agents. Abiotic agents could be wind and water. Wind and water. Abiotic agents could be wind and water. Whereas biotic agents could be insects, birds, or bats. These are called agents. So first of all, let us talk about abiotic agents. That's maybe wind and water. So wind pollination. Wind pollination. So this is also called anemophily. That is also called anemophily. The pollination which occurs through wind. That is wind pollination. It is also called anemophily. So the plants such as coconut, coconut palm, date palm, maize, oats, grass, most of the temperate trees shows wind pollination. Wind pollination means what? The pollen grains are transferred from one place to another place through wind. When strong wind will blow, at that moment, some species of some plant pollen grains are carried to hundreds of kilometers and reach to the stigma and germinated. So those coconut palm, date palm, maize, oats, grass, and most of the temperate region growing plants shows wind pollination. Here, if we will see, generally these plant pollen grains are entered into the air. The air is literally filled with mature pollen grains. Okay, so these all plants stamen when matured at that time, these plant pollen grains are literally entered into the wind. So the total wind is literally filled with mature pollen grains. Okay, so those pollen grains are carried to hundreds of kilometers away to reach the female flowers. Okay, that is wind pollination. See here, the wind pollinated flowers are anemophily. The wind pollinated flowers are anemophily. Shows various modifications to reach the stigma, female reproductive parts. Those modifications are first one. Wind pollinated flowers or anemophilous flowers are variously modified to enable the pollination. Those are first one. Generally, the wind pollinated flowers are small. The wind pollinated flowers are small, green, and inconspicuous. Okay, inconspicuous means what? Not specific. Okay, so those are small, green, and inconspicuous. In these, the stamens are long. From the male flower, the stamens are long and hang aside to release the mature pollen grains. Long and hang aside to release the mature pollen grains. Hang aside to release the mature pollen grains. See, this is the root system. Root system. So this is the stem, like this way will be. The leaf, like this way. Here, the leaf, like this way. Here, the leaf, like this way. Here, the leaf, like this way. Okay, maize plant like this way. So here it is a stamen, it is a long, like this. The stamen is long, hang aside to release mature pollen grains. The stigmas are large. The stigmas are here, see. So the stigmas are large and feathery. Large and feathery. Feathery. And those also hang aside to receive the pollen grains. Okay, so these are all stigmas. These are all the stigmas are hang aside. Those stigmas are large and feathery, hair-like structures, feathery, hair-like structures, hang aside to receive the pollen grains. Generally, the pollen grains of wind-pollinated flowers are more and more. The pollen grains from the wind-pollinated flowers are released more and more due to high wastage by wind. That's why they will release more and more pollen grains. For example, cannabis. It is also one of the plant shows wind pollination. The plant which performs wind pollinated, that is cannabis. Cannabis plant produces 5 lakhs of pollen grains into the wind. 5 lakhs of pollen grains. Pollen grain. Next here, the pollen grains are small, smooth, dry, and relatively lightweight. The pollen grains are very small. Those are very smooth, dry, relatively lightweight. That is. Next, generally, the wind-pollinated flowers appears to be a cluster of flowers. Cluster of flowers at the end of the branches. At the end of the, like this, at the end of the branches. Wind-pollinated flowers will have a cluster, a group of flowers at the end of the branches. Generally, they lack nectar. They lack nectar. Okay, these are all the points. These are all the modifications of wind-pollinated flowers. Wind-pollinated flowers. This is the concept is very important. In exams, they will ask for about 3 marks. Okay, so that's it. Next, wind-pollinated flowers. Wind pollination, anemophily is finished. Abiotic factors, that is wind and water. So about the wind pollination is finished. Now, water pollination. water pollination. It is also called hydrophily. So the pollination which occurs through water is called water pollination or hydrophily. Generally, water pollination occurs in majority of the plants. Some are Vallisneria, Ceratophyllum, Hydrilla, etc. Okay, so the true water pollination occurs in very rare species. Those who are completely drowned, completely sink in the water. In them, true water pollination occurs. So the true water pollination occurs in one particular species that is called Zostera marina. The plant, it is a totally submerged marine plant. In Zostera marina, it is in this one true water pollination. That means what? Completely water pollination occurs in water only. Okay, that is called Zostera marina. In the Zostera marina, the plant is completely submerged plant. So pollen grains from the male flower are released and reach to the female flower. When pollen grains from male flower reach to the female flower through water, pollination takes place. After pollination, so the female flower is coiled. The female flower is coiled and further modifications takes place. Further development is occurs. So this is completely inside the water takes place. So in Zostera marina, male flower produces pollen grains. Those pollen grains are elongated, needle-like, without an exine. Those pollen grains through water reach to the female flower. There, pollination takes place. After pollination, the female flower is coiled and undergoes for further development. So this is called true water pollination occurs in submerged ecosystem. Next, Vallisneria plant you take. Vallisneria. It is a dioecious plant. Dioecious plant means what? Male and female flowers are separate. Male and female sexes are separate. Male and female sexes are separate. See, Vallisneria. The Vallisneria plant is dioecious. The male and female reproductive parts are separate. See here, the diagram I will draw that Vallisneria plant. Have a look on this. See, it is upper surface of water. Upper surface of water. Here, the female plant. It produces stalks like this way. Like this way. It is female flower. It is female flower. Whereas here, see, this is male flower. The male flower has like this way one spadix. The male flower has, this is called spadix. 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 Short stalk. Here, the male reproductive part stamens are located. So it is Vallisneria plant. So the Vallisneria plant is dioecious. The sexes are separate. So the male gametes, that is stamens, are separated from the short spadix and reach to the upper surface of water. Reach to the upper surface of water. Like this way. Male flowers are reached to the upper surface of water. That is the male flower. Next, in this one, the female flower remains afloat on upper surface of the water. In this one, this is female flower. The female flower remains float. The female flower remains afloat on upper surface of water. So this is the male flower. The male flower reaches to the female flower through water current and pollination takes place. Soon after pollination occurs, this is the female flower, this is female stalk. Flower is afloat on upper surface of water. It is stalk. Soon after, as soon as pollination is finished, so the female stalk is coiled itself. Like this way, coiled. And the female stalk is coiled and bring the female flower down. Bring the female flower down and further development of the flower undergoes inside the water and develops fruit and seeds. That is called water pollination. It is also called hydrophily. Okay, that's it. Some aquatic plants like water hyacinth and water lily. Already we discussed water hyacinth and water lily. So these two plants, though they are freely float on upper surface of water, the pollination occurs through wind and insects. Because see, suppose this is water hyacinth. The water hyacinth plant is water hyacinth. It is aquatic plant. Remains float on upper surface of water. So adventitious roots are below the ground. A tuft of leaves above the water. Adventitious roots are below the water. A tuft of leaves are above the water. So this plant may be chances to occur pollination through wind and insects. Though it is an aquatic plant, water pollination does not take place. Wind and insect pollination occurs. Through insects and wind pollination occurs. That's why true water pollination occurs in some plants, very rare plants, that is Zostera marina. The plants which are totally submerged, in them only true water pollination occurs. The plants which are afloat on upper surface of water, in them there is a chances to occur wind pollination and insect pollination. So example, such type of plants, example, water hyacinth and water lily. In them, though those are aquatic plants, pollination occurs through wind and insects. Next, insect pollination, that is entomophily. The pollination which occurs through insects is called insect pollination. It is also called entomophily. So insect pollination has special relationship between plants and insects. See, the plant gets pollinated. The plant gets pollinated from the insects. For that, the flower give rewards to the insects in the form of food material. That's maybe a nectar. Okay, so this type of a special relationship exists between the insects and flowers. Such type of insects are bees, honeybees, honeybees, flies, wasp, beetles, moths, etc. So these are all performs pollination. These are all called insects. These are involved in transfer of pollen grains. So with these insects, the flower have special association. That association is what? The flower get pollinated from the insects. For this help, the flower gives returns, reward, gifts in the form of food materials. That food material is nothing but nectars. So generally, the flowers which performs pollination through insects, such type of flowers shows various kinds of modifications to attract insects to enable the cross pollination. Those modifications are: first, the flowers have brightly colored petals, brightly colored petals. So the flowers which performs pollination through insects, such type of flowers, so have brightly colored petals to attract the insects. Small flowers group together and forms inflorescence. Small flowers grouped. See, it is. So here there are number of small flowers will be there. Number of small flowers. These are all the small flowers togetherly forms inflorescence to attract the insects. Example, sunflower plant. Sunflower plant. It is one kind of a modification to attract the insects. So generally the flowers are scented. The flowers are scented and have nectar to attract the insects. Scent means what? A nice smell they will give. To that smell they will attract and suck the nectar. In meanwhile, they will visit the different flowers and try to suck the nectar. In meanwhile, the flowers attaches pollen grains to their wings. Okay, so it is one kind of a modification. Generally, the flowers which have pollen grains, male reproductive parts. So the pollen grains are very smooth and have spinous outer layer. Okay, so generally insect pollinated flowers pollen grains are very smooth. That smooth layer contains spinous outer layer. So this spinous outer layer is attaches to the wings of the insects to get it transferred to another flower. So this is one kind of a modification to transfer pollen grains from one plant to another plant. So the flowers which have brightly colored petals. Generally, the flowers which bloom at night, they are white in color and have brightly colored petals, which gives a nice smell to attract special type of moths. Okay, some flowers emit harmful smell, foul smell, meat smell to attract dung flies. See, some flowers they emit meat smell, harmful or foul smell to attract dung flies. Like this, they will show various kinds of modifications. Some flowers, that is some flowers such as ophrys, some flowers such as ophrys, which resembles like a female wasp. Female wasp in its size, shape, color. But in true biological sense, it is not a female wasp. Just that flower size, color, shape resembles like a female wasp to attract male wasps. From outer side, male wasps, they will see the ophrys flower and often mistaken them. It is really female wasp. Like that, they will think and they will go and meet with them. In meanwhile, this flower performs pollination. It is one kind of a modification. Okay, that's all. Some flowers such as Amorphophallus. It is the tallest flower. It is about 6 feet long. It provides suitable space to lay the eggs for insects. So generally insects will visit this flower to lay the eggs. In meanwhile, the flower get pollinated. This is one kind of a modification. Some plant species, that is yucca and moth, both are interrelated with each other. Yucca plant without moth, its life cycle is incomplete. Moth insect without yucca plant, its life cycle is incomplete. Both are mutually benefited with each other. So it is depends on this. It is depends on this. Some plant species absolutely dependent on some particular insects. Without them, they cannot perform pollination with another species. Okay, so both are interrelated with each other. Without each other, they cannot survive. So yucca plant pollinated from moth species only. Moth species lay its eggs in yucca plant only and gets nourishment from the yucca plant. Okay, so this is a kind of a modifications. Like that way, insects get pollinated. Sorry, flowers get pollinated from various kinds of insects. For that, they will show various kinds of modifications. Okay, that's all. So this is the insect pollination and their modifications to attract insects for cross pollination. Okay.